it is a long story. I compared it to harpooned a whale, big whale, a giant dimension. It was a continent. It's a continental dimension economy with natural resources, with everything. And then we harpoon it with very high interest rates, with hyperinflation, with a lot of bureaucracy, high taxes. Eventually, you kill the whale. So we collapsed. And I'm using, just to simplify the situation, even to my president, to the popular opinion in Brazil, first year, we will remove 1 or 2 harpoons. It will grow 1%. Second year, we keep removing harpoons. It will move better, 2%. Third year, 3%. Last year, 4%. Well, first year was 1.2. And this year looks like it's 2.5. So even higher than what I thought at the beginning. So we're beginning to remove the harpoons. The economy is beginning to move. And we believe we will be contributing in this next 2, 3, 4 years, certainly to the growth of the region. We began attacking the number one expenditures, Social Security. It was exponential, the increase. And even worse, a factory of privileges, because they were unequal. If you were a public employee, not only you have stability of employment, not only you have higher wages, but you also have 6, 7, 8, 10 times more than the usual private sector retired man. Second one, interest payments on debt. One Marshall Plan a year, $106 billion to service debt a year, on internal debt. So it's the present value of a Marshall Plan. So Brazil rebuilds one Europe every year without escaping from poverty, which is mind-boggling. So it's a rich, wealthy country that can serve a debt like that and cannot remove. And when you compare the numbers, the first Bolsa Família, the voucher to poor people in Brazil, was 10 billion reais. We spent 40 times this, 400 billion reais, in the service of the debt. So it's shocking. So what did we do? Let's deleverage the public banks. Let's pay back the debt. Let's reduce or decelerate sharply the growth of indebtedness. Let's grab and control public expenditure, because if we do that, we change the mix. The mix was always easy on fiscal and tight on money with explosive interest rates. So we switched. Now it's tight on fiscal and easier money. Just from 1 year, last year, to this year, we reduced 100 billion reais the service of the debt. In a country that grows 2, 3%, 2.5% this year, and has inflation of 4%, revenues grow 4 plus 2.5 compounded 7%, almost 8%. In 2 years, it's little less than 20% revenues going. So if you freeze wage bills for 1.5 years, for 2 years, vanish. Situation is controlled. So, and we are not doing that, the federal government. We are decentralized. We create the state of fiscal emergency. A mayor, a governor, or the president, whoever is in trouble, in fiscal trouble, has the power to freeze wages. It's the Brazilian version of the shutdown. In the US, the shutdown, you stop paying everything. We don't stop paying. We just don't give rises. You just don't give, you can't raise wages for 1.5 years, 2 years. If you do that, revenues go up and you solve the problem. And like he said, it's a general equilibrium problem. So the worst enemy of the environment is poverty. People destroy environment because they need to eat. They have other concerns, which are not the concerns of the people who already destroyed their forests, they already fought their ethnic minorities and all these things. So it's a very complex problem. It is no simple solution. But this first level is try to remove all these obstacles. Is something we are doing down there.